Hello YouTube, good morning on this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Easter. I hope you guys, if you have small children and you didn't make any plans, Brooklyn Children's Museum, if you're in the Brooklyn area, they always have stuff going on. I used to take my son all the time for Halloween events and things like that. Yeah, so noise in the background. But yeah, so for me, I never really took my son. I always wanted to take my son Easter egg hunting, but I could never find a place, whatever. But they say Central Park or whatever, and most of the times I would just take my son to church. We go out to eat. Like last year, I went to Hezekiah Walker Church. My father and my son, they went to his church and we met up for dinner. This year we're actually going to the Alicia Keys exhibit with Swiss Beats at Brooklyn Museum. My father came to pick up my son. They went to church together and the knock at my door woke me up. I was like, yo, I ain't get home last night until almost 4 in the morning. I was not trying to go to church today. And I went last week. But yes, regardless of what you're doing today, church, take the kids to the park, museum, whatever, it's a beautiful day. Some people, you're relaxing, is much needed. You know, these jobs, they'll wear you out. You know, most jobs, any job, you know, you need that woosah time. You need that time to yourself, that relaxation, that sleep. So if you're doing that, I ain't mad at you. I definitely, oh my goodness. So now the 3 train is not running and I have to take a shuttle. So, oh my darners. And I started to walk in the direction of the L to the Z, but that doesn't necessarily go to the Brooklyn Museum. You know, Brooklyn Museum is, it's like right by Grand Army. So yeah, I'm trying to find a shuttle going to Manhattan. But yeah, so whatever you choose to do today, whether it's to relax, sleep, or whatever, it's a beautiful day. My motto is too stressed to be blessed, and no drama. Things will happen in life, but don't let it get to you. Let it roll down your back like water on a duck's back. Right? Really quickly, wow. So it goes to Utica Avenue and then got us, wow, okay. So, Brooklyn, New York. They do this, I want to say they do this like once a year they do this when the 3 train doesn't want to run. So I have to take this to, and I had no idea this was going on. Left my house a little late, so we're not gonna, good thing I don't have any tickets, and I purposely did that for just in case if I couldn't make it there for 1 o'clock was the time, because like my dad's church, and church is only 1 hour, and you know, whatever, but yeah. But really quickly, I wanted to talk about accountability. And a lot of people, specifically I'm talking about women, they don't hold themselves accountable. And my message for today is be careful who you feel sorry for. Again, some people might say, well, what do you mean by that? There's some people in our life that they always going through something, or you have a person that they kind of just, it's not that their life is sad, or their life might be sad, but it's like people are always mean and selfish towards them. but they don't see what they do. You know, like with me, people are good to me, and I'm blessed in that way, and I'm good to people. In my previous video, I talked about that. I was like, you can't really take things personally. People treat you and they do to you what people do to them. It's literally a recycle. So if you have someone that's selfish, they're rude and stuff, somebody was selfish and rude to them, and they think that that's normal. If someone's critical, they putting you down, they talking about where you live at, they come inside your apartment or house, they have nothing but negative things to say. Somebody said that to them, and so they're just dishing it out. Whatever's inside of you, it has to come out. Just like when we eat food, right? And we learn this in school. If you eat bullshit, right, what's gonna happen to your body? It's not gonna respond properly, right? Or just like yesterday, I had some honey barbecue wings. I had chow mein and some yams. That's not really the best combination. Then I had 2 drinks at the bar called Sex in the Shower, and my stomach still didn't hurt. But guess what? I woke up this morning and it came out the other end. So you get my drift, right? Whatever. And then my stomach it doesn't really hurt, but it's kind of like, you know, my bowels didn't come out the way it should have because of what I put in. So now I know you're not supposed to I will never eat chow mein and yams together. I love yams. I really do. Like the love that I have for yams. I love yams the way a fat kid loves cake. I love yams. But for my system, I cannot eat yams and chow mein together. So I know that for next time. Don't do that, right? And then I had alcohol hours later. So I don't know if the alcohol, which was really good drinks. Shout out to Sip and Chat. They make some really good drinks. Yeah, so I had that and I went home. I was fine. I went to sleep. When I woke up, I was still fine. Then I had to go to the bathroom. So basically, what went in me, it came out. And that's the same thing. Whatever you put into your spirit, whatever people are around, that's what's going to come out. If they are around negativity, they are around selfishness, they are around people that's no good, that's what's going to come out. At the same token, don't feel sorry for people. So really quickly, you have some people who, you know, things happen and whatever. Always examine that person's personality and see how they treat you. And then it's always a coincidence that people treat them the same way. And they'll vent to you and be like, oh, this da-da-da. And then you could just sit there and be like, but you did that to me, you know, 10 years ago or 2 years ago. Now, I'm not a person that holds grudges, but it's amazing to me how people are, and they don't think that karma is going to come to them. Like, if you're a selfish person and you just think about you, how do you expect others to treat you if that's how you treat people, right? So I want to challenge my ladies. Are you a good person? Do you look out for people? Do you honestly think of others? Do you check on people to see how they are? Or it's all about yourself? And maybe that's why the people around you are so selfish. Now for me, it's half and half. I have people who look out for me, and then I have people that are selfish. And I could truly say that I'm blessed, and I had to think about it. Like, some people might say, oh, it's because you're pretty. No, I've had guys in my life that were good in some ways and bad in others, and that's why they're not in my life now. But I'm a generous person, for example, right? So of course people are going to be generous to me and my son. Of course people are going to look out and do for me because I do for others. So it's not like an issue or a problem, right? So I just want to challenge my ladies. I'm talking to my ladies. Hold yourself accountable. You know, I know one particular girl, you know, she doesn't have the best luck with people, but it's like she can't even examine herself to see that she's selfish. She can't even look at herself and hold herself accountable. And that's what adulting is. That's what it is about growing. Really being grown, it's not about paying taxes and bills and driving a car or having your own place and pushing out kids. That makes you grown too. But what also makes you grown is having some accountability. And those are my thoughts.